Hi everyone, welcome again to Transforming Mission. This is Module 4, What is the Gospel and what do we do with it? What does the word gospel mean? The word gospel is actually derived from an Old English word, Godspell. The English word is a translation from the Greek euangelion, which means good news, and from which we also take the words evangelism and evangelical. What is the good news? For most Christians worldwide, the gospel is about getting one's sins forgiven so one can go to heaven when one dies. One person has referred to this as the gospel of sin management. To be sure, the gospel does include the forgiveness of sins, but it's not just about one person's salvation. The gospel, as spoken about in the New Testament, is good news far better than that. The gospel, the good news, is that God has acted through Jesus' life, death, and resurrection. And if you're looking for a succinct recap of that, you might find it in 1 Corinthians 15, verses 1 through 6, to bring all creation to a state of shalom. Shalom is an Old Testament Hebrew word meaning wholeness, peace, or unity with God, with others, with oneself, and in fact with all of creation, the way God intends the world to be. So the implications of the gospel are all creation in scope. For this reason, the writers of various New Testament books have characterized God's promised future as new creation. And you can find that in 5 or 6 different places, that term used in 5 or 6 different places within the New Testament. It's good news that Jesus, not you, not me, is Lord of all creation, working in the world to heal, restore, and reconcile. Furthermore, it's good news that we're invited to join God in this healing, restoring, reconciling mission, participating with God in His action to form a people for His good purposes in the world. What do we do with the good news? We share it with the world and call people everywhere to follow Jesus. Now, this brings us to next week's module, number 5, which is evangelism, the practice of sharing good news. But first, this week, let's look at what some are saying about this good news message. I'll look forward to seeing you online for some additional discussion about the good news in just a couple days. See you then.